Welcome back. Israel-Hamas war, day 83 of the war. Gaza, killed 21,110, injured 55,243, missing more than 7,000. Occupied West Bank, killed 313, injured more than 3,450. Israel, killed 139 on October 7th. Israeli soldiers killed 167 since the ground invasion of Gaza on October 31st, injured 898 wounded soldiers. Israeli forces raid Ramallah and other cities across the occupied West Bank. At least 7 Palestinians killed in Israeli attack on Nuseirat camp, reports the Palestinian news agency Wafa, as Israel expands ground operation into central Gaza on Wednesday. World Health Organization says tens of thousands of Palestinians are fleeing central Gaza and Khan Yunis, attempting to escape Israeli attacks. War monitors say Palestinian fighters' use of a thermobaric rocket and portable missiles to target Israeli helicopters shows increasing sophistication of weapons used in Gaza. 1 Palestinian has been reported killed and 15 injured in a large-scale raid by the Israeli military on occupied West Bank's Ramallah city. The Australian government confirms 2 of its citizens were killed in an Israeli airstrike on home in southern Lebanon. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said the UN Security Council resolution to increase aid, pause hostilities in Gaza, needs to become reality. 3 more Israeli soldiers have been reported killed and 3 seriously wounded in fighting in central and southern Gaza. Gaza health minister says only 8 hospitals are operating and only partially in southern Gaza Strip. Israel carries out devastating attacks in central and southern Gaza. At least 20 people were killed and many more injured in a deadly Israeli attack near El Amal Hospital in Khan Younis. Other attacks hit the Maghazi and Nuseirat refugee camps. Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says there is no difference between Benjamin Netanyahu and Adolf Hitler's actions during World War II. Israeli PM responds by accusing Erdogan of genocide. UN says that the scale of Israeli attacks in Gaza is impeding the delivery of aid. French President Emmanuel Macron tells Netanyahu of the need to work towards a durable ceasefire with the help of all regional and international partners. Leading Israeli politician Avigdor Lieberman says 1.5 million Palestinians could leave Gaza for Egypt's Sinai Desert. Israel attempting to crush Palestinian society in the occupied West Bank. Mawin Rabbani, a Middle East analyst and co-editor of the online publication Jadalea, said the escalation of violence taking place in the occupied West Bank is part of an agenda of some Israeli officials to permanently consolidate Israel's rule over the Palestinian territory. Some of these groups who are represented within the coalition have an apocalyptic agenda. In other words, from their points of view, the more escalation, the better. Rabbani said in an interview with Al Jazeera, "They are out to deliberately provoke the Palestinians to seek to create as much conflict as possible." He said, "They are even out to provoke the security forces of the Palestinian Authority, because in their view, should they become involved in a conflict, that would then give Israel a pretext to simply eliminate the Palestinian Authority altogether." Palestinian fighters using more sophisticated weapons in Gaza war. Hamas fighters fought Israeli forces during a 6-hour engagement in the As-Saftawi areas north of Gaza City, used a thermobaric rocket for the first time against Israeli special forces, and fired 2 portable surface-to-air missiles at Israeli helicopters, though failed to shoot them down, war monitors report. In their latest battlefield assessment from Gaza, the Washington, D.C.-based Institute for the Study of War, ISW, and the Critical Threats Project, CTP, said that Palestinian fighters are using more sophisticated weapons systems in battle against Israeli forces. The ISW and CTP report that Israeli troops on the ground in the north of the Gaza Strip called in fire support from Israel's Navy ships deployed off Gaza's coast, as well as air support to help in clashes against Hamas and other armed groups. In the south of the Strip, Israel's military reported 2 weeks of clashes with Palestinian fighters deep in Khan Younis. Lebanese Hezbollah claimed to have attacked 6 Israeli targets on Wednesday, according to the monitors, and Israel's chief of staff, Herzi Halevi, said that Israel needs to be ready for an offensive into southern Lebanon if necessary. Also on Wednesday, Israeli Army radio reported that an Iranian-made drone launched from Iraq was intercepted over the Mediterranean Sea, while apparently en route to Israel's Karish gas field, located in the eastern Mediterranean.